guys, I am back with another video. Believe it or not, this is my second attempt in recording this video. I actually recorded it the first time with my microphone off and didn't know it was off. So now having to redo everything, but it's okay. So I want to go ahead and jump right into this. Um, as you can see, um, these are images of a trident. The reason why these images are showing right now is because I wanted to share something very interesting with you all that I experienced way early in the morning. I didn't really look at the clock, so I don't want to say what time it may have been, but I know it was really early in the morning. So basically, I was asleep and I heard a loud noise in my right ear. It was extremely loud, and this is what it sounded like. Okay, I'm gonna play that again. That's what I heard, you guys. Okay, so that was pretty much what I heard. Now, when I had heard this sound, it literally made me jump out of my sleep. And when I jumped out of my sleep, I had actually woke my husband up and I was asking him if he had heard that loud noise. And he told me that he didn't hear anything. And I was kind of looking at him like, how is it that you didn't hear that loud noise? And he said, I didn't hear a loud noise. So I immediately got out of bed. I looked out of our bedroom window. I didn't see anything. I went in the living room, looked out of our windows, and there still didn't see anything. And I looked out of the kitchen window, still didn't see anything. It wasn't raining, there was no wind, it was a clear sky, and I was really puzzled because I know what I heard. And I checked my kids' rooms, they were still sound asleep, so it was like I was the only one who heard the noise. I know that this was spiritual now. Then, when this first happened, as soon as I heard it, my first thought was we were being attacked. Like, because when I looked out of the window, I was looking for planes, because that's how real it was. I mean, that sound was so real and so loud. So I ended up laying back down because I was so tired. I knew I had to get up early in the morning to, get ready for work. So I was trying to hurry up and, lay back down so I can get some more sleep. Well, I laid down, closed my eyes, and I could feel I was drifting back into sleep. And all of a sudden, this image flashed in front of me. And what I saw was a full moon in a night sky. And uh, written on this moon was the words Merry Christmas. And it was written in red. Now, I know this may sound strange. I don't fully understand what this means. And I just want to throw out there again, because I know previous videos that I had shared regarding dreams that I was receiving pertaining to Christmas. I know some people kind of felt like, well, maybe that could mean the rapture was going to happen on Christmas Day. I want to re-emphasize that under no circumstances would I ever set a rapture date. I will never allude to a rapture date, because I fear the Lord too much. No man knows the day or the hour, and I'm not going to put myself in that position to try to be that person that will say, well, God told me this. This is the day, this is the hour when the Lord is coming back. I'm not going to do that. But I just want to let you guys know that when I share dreams and visions, that is what it is. I'm just sharing dreams and visions. So, again, I had this image flash in front of me, full moon in a night sky, and written on this full moon was the words Merry Christmas, and it was written in red. So my eyes immediately popped open. I'm laying in the bed. I'm asking the Lord, okay, Lord, what is that? Why would I be shown that? What does this mean? And so I'm still kind of half asleep because I'm really tired. Even when I was up looking out the windows, like I was still kind of in sleep mode because I was still exhausted. So I'm laying down. I'm like, okay, I just need to close my eyes. I need to get some sleep. So I close my eyes again, and I could feel I'm drifting back into sleep. Again, another image flashed before my eyes. And this time, in a night sky, I see a trident, which kind of resembled this right here. But the difference was the trident was ignited with a burning flame. It was on fire, and it was just moving in the sky. And it was so fast, like it was just a split second of me seeing it. And I immediately popped my eyes open again, and I'm laying in the bed, and I'm like, okay, Lord, now what was that? So I'm laying in the bed asking the Lord about this, and I immediately heard in my spirit, Trident missile. So I'm like, okay, Lord, please let me remember this when I wake up because I was too exhausted to try to write this down. I was just praying for the Lord to let me remember. So I end up going to sleep. I wake up this morning. It's still on my mind, everything that was shown to me. But, I'm getting ready for work. I head out. As soon as I make it onto the main road to get to work, I notice a white truck pulled in front of me, and written on the back of the windshield was the word Triton, Triton. And what was also interesting to me was the tail lights were kind of shaped like two tridents. Um, one was going one way, and the other one was going in the opposite direction. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, God, this has to be confirmation because I was this morning while I was getting ready for work, I was questioning if I truly heard the Lord speak to my spirit and say that was a Trident missile because I don't know what a Trident missile is, never heard of it. Um, so I'm questioning the Lord, like, okay, is this what I really heard? And then here it is, I see this truck, a white truck, pull in front of me, and it's got the word written Trident on it. So I'm like, okay, make it to work. And, I'm taking care of some things that I needed to do at work. I got some free time. Everything is still playing in my head. So I'm like, okay, let me see if I can Google Trident missile. Now, when I went to Google, I typed it in like this Triton missile. Well, when I typed it in like that, I got this message. And it was basically correcting me to say, well, basically, do you mean this? Trident missile. So I click on this link and it takes me here. And so the first thing I did was click on this picture and I see this trident. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And I'm like, this is what I saw. The only difference was um, it was fire. And it was, it had fire all on it. So I'm reading what a Trident missile is, and it says it's a submarine launched ballistic missile, and it is armed with thermonuclear warheads and is launched from nuclear powered ballistic missile submarines. So I'm like, okay, that's very interesting. There actually is a Trident missile. Didn't think anything of it when I went to bed last night. This was the farthest thing from my mind, but this is pretty much what I experienced. Um, I heard the loud noise in my ear that sounded like an explosion, and then I saw the full moon with the words "Merry Christmas" written on it, and then I see the trident that was ignited with fire, and then the truck pulls in front of me on my way to work with the word Trident written on the back of the windshield. I get to work, I Google Trident missile. Sure enough, there is a Trident missile. So I just thought this was very interesting. Another interesting thing that I want to say is as I was leaving work to come home, randomly another truck pulls in front of me, and written on the back of the windshield is the words, "Just Married." So come on, you guys, like really? I just thought that was like so amazing. You can't make that up. So I wanted to share this with you all. Um, if you have any feedback, any insight, please leave your comments below. I really had to share this with you all. I really feel like this is a warning from the Lord. We remember Obama stated not too like a few days ago that during his last 12 months he's going to squeeze every bit of change he can.
I find that very interesting. Okay, where is the tip of the trident in Washington? The very tippy top of that trident is the White House. Who's in charge? The president. It used to be the president and Congress and the Senate, but it is no longer the president, the Congress, the Senate. It is now the ruler. His name is Barack Obama. He is the Antichrist. You find it strange that the ruler of the nation instigating the wars all over this planet, that the ruler happens to be sitting in this building called the Capitol, and that he just happens to be in charge of a country that has its capital laid out in the form of a upside down pentagram, which happens to be the Church of Satan, and it happens to make a perfect pentagram, and it happens to make a perfect trident. Everybody listen and listen good. All of us have risked our lives. We've risked everything. Our families. We've risked our safety. We've risked everything to warn you guys about what's coming.
So I truly believe that 2016 is going to be a very it's going to be a very trying year. I believe we're going to see a lot, and it's only going to get worse. So I know how I've been feeling in my spirit. Um, I'm very, very deeply disturbed going into 2016. I know a lot of you all feel the same way, but I just want to encourage you all to stay in faith, stay close to the Lord. Um, really stay close to the Lord. I can't stress that enough. He is our safety, and just really rely on Him for strength. Rely on Him for wisdom. Um, pray for discernment daily, and just keep your eyes on Him. Stay alert. Stay walking in the Spirit. Make sure you're constantly just really being led by the Spirit of God because that is going to be crucial um, as we enter into these trying times.
We wait until they get sleepy. Wait until they get so big they can barely move. Then we walk out of the shadows. Quietly walk out of the dark.